Hello, hello, hello. I am live again. I hope everyone enjoyed their long weekend. Hopefully you had a long weekend and a break. Sorry, my allergies are going nuts. And of course, everyone is doing, mowing their lawn and stuff because it was ugly. And now today it is beautiful. So, hi, Char. How was your yard sale? Can you hear me okay? Hi, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, Jeff stopped and saw me today. What a surprise it was. He texted me and he said, "Hey, Toots, are you home?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, where are you working?" And I told him I was at district office yet. And he goes, he says, "Oh, all right. Well, I was hoping you were home. I was going to stop in." And I said, "Well, you could stop here at work. I just can't, unfortunately I had already taken my break, but, and I was getting ready to go on a meeting. So he stopped in and, well, I texted you the picture. Totally made my day. He looks good. He really does. So yeah, that might not have helped my allergies either because they were mowing at work when I was outside. So my voice keeps going in and out and got the sniffles and stuff. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes here and see who comes on. But this is the stamp set from last week that we're going to give away this week. The attention shoppers, I'm going to do a spin. So if you leave a comment, your name went in on the spinner to receive a chance to win that. So Char, you'll be in it next week. You'll be in the free spinner or the spinner for the free stamp set. And this is the set we're working on tonight. So, okay, I'm just going to give them a couple more minutes to hop on here. Let me notify some of them. And dar. Okay. Come join us. Here we go. Okay. I just sent a couple other reminders out to a few people, but I'm going to get started because it is 6:05 and I want to hopefully get done and early enough that I can go outside and enjoy. Actually, I'm not going outside. My neighbor just started mowing. So anyway, we're going to do this drawing in a few. And this, actually, we're going to do this card here first. Okay. So this card here, we are not using this yet. I'm going to show you how you're going to make. This is the card that we're going to make. Can you see that okay? It's not blurry or anything on your end? Hi, Jean. Welcome to the club. I don't know if you were on before, but we're going to do the spinner again for the attention shopper stamp that we did last week. And actually, Patty told me that she already has that set because, well, she has your class that you go to. So we're going to use that later for free. But this is the card we're going to make first. Okay. Is everything clear, Char? Can you see everything okay? Or is there a glare or anything? I have my one other window open. So I have all three of the windows, the shades are up. So that's a little different than the other day. So this is what we're making. And first we're going to do is stamp in Petunia Pop. This little branch that is in the set that we're using. And we're doing a 3-generation stamp. So that means stamp once, don't ink, stamp again, don't ink, and stamp one more time. So it gives you a little shading or a little, like it's off a shade for each one. And that's going to go right on the back of that. So the inside of that will be done. Okay. And then the next thing, I don't know if any of you, some of you order regularly and others don't order. My niece Char's on here and she doesn't do scrapbooking that much. I don't know if she still has some stuff. I gave her a lot of stuff when I was cleaning out. Give a lot of stuff to her and my niece. But my great niece, Layla, our new embossing folders are really big. You can actually put a whole card, the whole card base in here. Okay. We're not going to do that, of course, not for this card. We're just going to cover part of it. So I want to put that in the middle. Now for this one, we do have to use the bigger stamp and or cut and emboss. It's let me, before I drop this on something, let me clean it. Hi, Cindy. And for this, we're just using our base and then our gray plate. You're going to put that down in the middle between the two. And then you're going to spin and it's going to come out the other end. So that way. Sorry if that clicks really loud with the microphone. And that's going to give us our embossed piece. So now we are going to hear that. On the other one, I actually have a bigger, it's opposite. I did a bigger emboss and a smaller one, a smaller DSP. So that's going to go there. But sometimes you get a punch or a label die cut and you want to use part of it because you like the decorations and stuff. So all you have to do is put your wording towards the bottom and then cut it in half. So I am going to use just a note from my favorite set ever for words, and that's our go-to greetings. This set is like just wonderful. Just note on a block. So Jean, are you keeping busy with all your time on your hands being retired? Okay. Ladies, I just have to let two other people know that I'm on. And there we go. The last 4 days have been nonstop with the firehouse and VA. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And thank you for doing that service, because that is something that is very important to us. And I think a lot of people take for granted everything that it takes to make functions happen like that, with the parades and the banquets and all of that. I'm just going to cut that in half. And if it's not even, that's okay. We can straighten it out as we line it up. I'm going to line that up on this. And then I'm going to put the ribbon around it. Okay. So let's adhere this with a glue, possibly. My glue is running low. I might have to open a new one up before the end of the day. So we're going to put him on there like that. Like so. Yeah, this one isn't going to do it. I'm just going to bring my, and again, Ocean's selling these. If anyone's interested in them, they are $10. I have several colors here, white, like a pearl. Actually, it's not white. It's like a pearl, iridescent type. Now I'm going to put that on there like so. I actually came home from work, quick made dinner, and when I was cooking dinner, I was frying up some chicken sausage, and I thought, oh my God, I don't want the splatter on my work shirt. So I go running into the bathroom. I change into my, it's just a tank top dress that I wear around the house. And I use it as a cover up if I go to the beach or to a pool or whatever. And I sit down here to do the live and I'm like, Oh, not showing yourself today because I'm still in that, ladies. I didn't get back into my shirt. Oh, that is not straight Shirley. That's better. Okay. And then we are just going to do this. Jean, are you still selling Stampin' Up? And that's going to go on there like so. And now for the embellishments, I am going to use this. Actually, I'm going to use some of these gems on this one. I used the sequence on the other ones. Or should I use the sequence? Let's see. Sure, I will send her a link. I have to give her and Pat a demo on how to find me. Let me see if I can do this without disconnecting me. No, let me do that on there. So let me. Oh, Abby helped her. Okay, good. Welcome. Thanks, Abby. Tech support for Mum. She might have to get a surprise. Okay, we're going to put some purple on here. The Petunia Pop. Okay. And I think I'm going to do the green too. So is Abby ready for school to be over, or is she going to miss school? I think that's good. I like that. So that is card 1, ladies. And now that more are on, now we're going to do our watercolor. Okay, so that's card 1. Card 2, we're going to do some watercoloring. And the first thing with watercoloring you should know is you should get a good watercolor paper. And this is the Fluent 100 paper from Stampin' Up. And it is probably the best that I've ever used. Well, I know it's the best I ever used. I did at first, when I first started playing around, I got the spiral notebook one that you can get at Michael's. And I would play around with that, but it was a lot coarser than this. And it just had too much texture that the water didn't take and the colors didn't blend like I wanted them to. So I really didn't. I mean, I like it, but it's okay to learn, but it's definitely not the best to use if you want a certain level of, I don't want to say niceness. It just didn't work for me because it might work for somebody else and they love it, but it did not work for me. Okay, that's our freebie. Let's go over here. And the first thing we're going to do is when you're working with watercolor, you want to stamp in Cezanne. But before you do that, you're going to make sure you get all your supplies that you need. And I have a thing of water, my handy dandy rag, and then my 2 watercolors, painters. Okay. Now this is working with the water painters. I also did one with the pencils. So, and I will show you the difference in them. So the first thing we want to do is we need to wet our paper. Or we're going to stamp first. We're going to stamp our Cezanne first. I'm sorry. So we're using Cezanne because it's not water-based. Where Memento is a water-based color. So it would actually blend and run when you put water in it. You know, when we're going to use the water painter. So we're going to do 2 of them. And this comes with a little lid, little pump. And this is a little tricky. I have learned, am I in the screen? If you get my head in here, I'm sorry, but I've learned I have to tilt it up and then rock it down to even get it half close. Oh, and it didn't take. Let's see if we can do that again. There we go. Now that looks a little double, but we're going to cut that top off. So we would cut around it. So that's okay. And there's that. All right. And then we need one of these. Actually, we're going to do 2 of these. One up there. And the lid for that. Right there. Thank you, Lisa. There. And then we want the smaller bottle. And then that top is like maybe that in a second. It's like a serum type. And this is an excellent set. Like if you're given a gift card for your hair or a massage somewhere, this is an excellent set to make a gift card holder for that. Okay, so then we can put this away. The stays on, but I do want to clean these. Oh no, we don't. We need this stays on. Hold the phone. I'm jumping ahead. Everything has herbs and like lilac, some kind of floral scent in it. So these are dried flowers that we're putting in our jugs, our bottles. And I like to put it off to the side like that because I'll show you one straight up and you can decide if you like it straight or if you like it on the side. Okay, when you buy these and they have dried stuff infused, they're never straight up and down. So I like it offset. But you can do it whichever way you would like to do it. Cindy, you still on? And I'm just cleaning this off. And I'm actually going to get a little bit more water on here. Otherwise, it stays on cleaner. I don't have that on my scrubby. So I'm just doing it with water. Stays on, will stamp or will stain your acrylic blocks. To me, it doesn't matter. I can still see. And actually, when you're doing a two-step stamp, you will be able to see it better that way. That's how I was able to line them up pretty well. I thought I was impressed. Okay. So that is all on there. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to wet your area that you're going to paint. Now I have water in here, but I'm going to use a little bit more than what I squeeze out. I like to squeeze it as I'm painting, but I like to wet it this way. So it gives you more of a control area to do that on. So now our card base is going to be Petunia Pop. But when you do Petunia Pop, it gets really dark and you don't see the herbs that you put in there. So we are going to use Petal Pink. Okay. And all I did for Petal Pink is I just put a little re-anchor, or Pretty in Pink, not Petal Pink, Pretty in Pink, I'm sorry. I just put a little bit on there. And that's it. Now you can also use your acrylic block if you wanted to do that. And then I'm going to put a little water with it. And this is where I'm going to squeeze my watercolor pen. And you see how it works, how it spreads out? This is actually my thicker pen. I like my thinner pen. And that's how I do that. I let the water do the work for you. And then I go back in and I go around the edges. And as you do that, then you're actually doing your shading too. And now watercolor is not supposed to be perfect. So if it goes outside the line, don't get upset at yourself. We're going to end up cutting this out anyway. And then you would see what I mean. Okay. So that is Pretty in Pink. Now I'm going to show you with Fresh Freesia. Now to clean that, I just dip it in water. Brush it on the side of your jar and then just go like this and on my rag here. Okay. So Fresh Freesia is over here. And what I'm going to do with that is, I don't think I brought that with me. No, I didn't. Or no, I wanted to do it in green. I'm sorry. I wanted to do it in the new Summer Splash. I said to my husband, I said, how come every time it's nice people? He goes, well, they can't mow when it's raining. Okay, you got me. Wetting this again. And you don't want to wet it too early because it'll dry out and then you won't have enough water on to wet it. Thank you, Dawn. Thanks, Lisa. I'm going to squeeze some water out. There we go. And then again, I'm going to let the water do the work. I'm just going to dab it in there. And let your water do the work. And now if you have too much water, like down in this corner here, I have a lot of water, you can try to blend it over. And I'm going to just go up and edge everything. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how you do it. If you don't, I'm going to show you the difference. Now this doesn't have any, but I just have it on my, like we didn't wet this ahead of time. Okay. You're going to see the difference in the coloring. There's no right or wrong. It's whichever you prefer. Okay. But my pen is really wet and I just picked that color up from here. Do you see how much? I don't know if you can see that, but there is a lot in this corner here. And that's what I'm using. Oh, she can't find it. Linda can't find it. I have to have little D give her a lesson in it too, where she knows how to find me. Is the water you put down first what makes the ink spread? Yes, Jean, that is. I couldn't think of the word. I like that technique. I know sometimes when you want to say something, you can never think of the right term that you do or that you want to use. That is one. And then I am going to show you how dark it gets with the petunia pop, just for you know. I'll do these two in petunia pop. I actually already colored these because they have to sit and dry, and it does take a while for them to dry. So that is a downside of watercoloring, but I mean, doesn't take all that long, but when you're doing a live like this, it does take longer than what that would do. So I did do a little prep work. Okay. So now again, I did not put water down on here, but my pen is really wet. So you see how dark that gets? You can't hardly even see the flower. And even if I were to add more wood, can someone tag me in YouTube, please? Yeah. Yeah, Linda, I will try to tag you as soon as I'm done this. Not that you can hear me. Can somebody, in the comment, can somebody put Linda Groves? Just type Linda Groves. Oh, my old boss, Pete Kelly, just texted me. I hope you're outside in this beautiful weather. Yeah, no, I'm on YouTube. And that's how that spreads, just like that. Now that has This is without water on the base. See how dark that is? And then this is water on the base, and then you can lighten it up. But it's whichever you prefer, but either way, it gets really dark. So let me try to tag Linda in this and see if I can invite her. Or actually, I should be able to on my iPad. Okay, we're going to move that to the side because that has to dry. And I already cut out what we're going to use. But here's the spinner that we did. Okay. Descriptions. Copy link. Now let me go to my messages here. Okay, Linda. Okay, Linda. I just tagged her in that. Now let me get my spinner back up here. Okay. I'm going to try to get everybody to do that for everybody. I'm just still learning on how to do all this stuff on Facebook. I'm hoping Linda can jump on and go from there. But then you want to make sure you clean your brush and don't leave your brush in your water because it's going to hold your bristles down and then not keep them straight. Linda, did you jump on yet? I'm hoping she got her text. I text her. So she'll get on eventually. I want to send the link when I send the text out to remind everybody. I'm going to put the link in that. But if not, if you like and you subscribe to my channel, you should get a notification every time I'm getting, well, you actually have to hit your notification button first for you to get the live notification. Okay. Let me just text her and see if she got that yet. See if she got that. Okay. So now we're going to build our card. And like I said, I had already colored. I was playing and I colored and cut some out. This one here, I actually used two colors together. I used the Petunia Pop and the pink. You can see the difference in the shadowing of it. And there. So I had cut them out. And the watercolor one is that one. So we're going to make this card. And all we're going to do on this card is we're going to adhere this like that. Linda, did you get on yet? Let me see if oops, I didn't have my ink closed. I'm going to put this down here a little bit. And before we do that, I am going to stamp in Memento. That DSP is, now wait, I'll tell you in 1 second. Let me stamp this. It's really pretty, that's what it is. But the name of that is a new set, the new paper pack, Unbound Beauty. That is the name of it, which comes with that word set. And it has a bunch of other papers with it. That's that one. That one. Can you see these okay? This. And the pink's on the back of that. And then it has the orange that we used the one day. The purple. This is a beautiful set. It really is. So Linda, are you on here or what? I don't know if she is or not, but I can't keep waiting for her to show up. So we are going to take this around to the side. And take it around to the side, and I'm just going to tie a little knot, maybe. So I have all these graduations coming up, and I can't believe my one neighbor's oldest son is graduating, who I just can't believe he's graduating, and he's going into the service. So that is awesome. He's an awesome kid to begin with. Well, I shouldn't call him a kid anymore, but a young man. And to do that in this day and age, I mean, I always respect and admired anybody that was in the service and willing to put their life up to defend our country. But in this day and age, especially, it's just awesome that he's a good kid. He really is. And then Richard, is graduating, who is Johnny's one godmother. A lot of you know John has two godparents, Patty and Carol, godmoms. And her daughter's youngest son is graduating, which totally floors me. When Raymond graduated, his brother, 3 years ago, it hit me because he was the first of like that generation to, well, no, not really, because yeah, it would be. He's the first of that generation to graduate. So, and all I'm going to do is stack them, and I'm going to do that with dimensions. But before I do that, I'm going to put a piece of tape. This is Scotch tape is my cheat sheet of all things when I am stacking stuff on a card. I like to put tape on it to make sure it stays the way that I want it. And let me see. Linda just texted me. Won't let me click on it. Okay. It won't let her click on it, but I'm not having everybody else wait for her to try to get on. So that is my cheat sheet, is using Scotch tape, because then it holds it where I want it to be. And let's see if I can kill this. That's not the one I thought it was. I love when you use up I thought I actually had one that was, maybe I used it. I don't know. So we're going to put these on dimensions. So I have all these kids that are graduating this year, and it just makes you think how fast life goes. You know, it's just amazing. Thought it went fast for my own son, but now seeing other kids that were little when he was going through school, graduating, it really makes you think how time flies and how fast life passes you by. So there's another card, and I think I'm going to put a dimension there, but I need a mini one or one of these that are cut. And there's one that's cut. No, wait, not that one. Okay, now I got it stuck to my hand. Okay, Shirley. All right, there it goes. Okay. And then there's one, and that will easily convert to a gift card holder if, let me throw that in the trash. It keeps sticking to my finger. All you have to do is put a piece of cardstock there and just adhere the 3, and then you have it. Okay, so that is card 2. And now I'm going to show you, I'm not going to do that one, but I'm going to show you what this was working with the watercolor pencils. Okay, and I wanted 2 circles that for another card. So I had, that's a way to save your DSP to do that. Goes way, way too fast. Oh, Linda's finally on. You know, everybody knows she's my PR friend. She's normally on here early helping me out here, but that's all right. I love her to death. So okay, and now this is what they look like when they're done with the pencils. It's the same. It is using the same colors, just with the watercolor pencil. Okay, and I am putting this, I'm going to pop this up. See, on my screen, it looks a little glary, but here in person, it doesn't. So I don't know. Are you guys seeing a glare at all? I have the 3 shades up. I don't have my ceiling light on because that's what seemed to be making it go blurry last week. It's down there like this. And I know I'm making this fast. It's just I wanted to show you the difference with the pencils and the watercolor, the water painters and the watercolor pencils. And these I colored with the pencils that some of you took my class, you received the pencils and the blender pen. And this I'm just going to lay flat since it was, I popped the base up. And this. Put you there. Okay, and then, oop, forgot my ribbon here. I'm going to need to put a dot on there. I'm actually going to use 2 dots, I think. Oh, maybe one will do it. Let's see. Yeah, one's fine. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys were on last week, but I love this ribbon, but sometimes it frays. So one of the ladies in my group, and I don't know exactly who it was that told me this, but all you do is you use your silicone mat, you take a little bit of your glue, and you dab the ends in, and that will stop it from fraying, and then you can't see it. So that's a card too, and I'm just leaving the inside blank. Okay. So that is another card too. Now, how much time do we have? Now we're going to do our spinner. So last week we gave away a bundle. And then this week we're giving away the set that we use today, which is the, wait, am I in the screen? Yeah. Okay. The Rest, Relax, and Enjoy set. So one of the lucky winners who made a comment on tonight, or everyone who made a comment on tonight, will get put in for this drawing for next week. Okay. For last week, we used the attention shoppers. So anyone that put a comment, made a comment in the, whether it's the replay or live, got put into the spinner, and one lucky winner will win that tonight. And for the ones that weren't here, Pat Bow won last week, and she already had the bundle. So she said just to regift it. So we will be pulling that again at another date. Here it goes. Let's see who wins. And Stacy has the set. She ordered the set. So let's spin one more time. Stacy, I will let you pick. You're actually not on here, but you did the replay last week. I will let you choose a different set that I have. Dawn Rumford, this is your set. Let me mark that on here with my pen. And piece of my paper here. Okay, Dawn, the set is yours. I will see that you get it. Okay. Now, is everybody good? I do have another card if you'd like to stay on. If you don't want to stay on and you want to call it a night, we can call it a night. What would you like to do? Would you like to do another one? Is everybody up for another card, or should we just call it a night? Dawn wants another card. Linda, how are you? Are you up for another card since you missed the other ones? Let me just, the next card is going to be using the hot air balloon. Let me just move some stuff over here. That is Dawn's. Another. Okay, ladies, we're stamping some more. That's what I like to hear. And I have stuff prepped, so another reason why we can stamp. Okay. So I actually have 2 more cards, I think. Right? That's that one. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're going to stay, we're not using the up and away set. That is the set that we are using next week. That uh that might actually be our class. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do that for a live or do that as a class. But this week we are using the Say Something Ephra plant or pack and the fully flowering Emperia. I cannot pronounce that word. Emperia, Emperia pack, whatever it is. That's what we're using. So what we're going to do is I picked, this is a lot of die cuts. I don't know if you guys have this or if you uh, saw it in the catalog and didn't know what it was. But this is a lot of floral, different variety of dies, and then different sayings. So we are going to make a card using this flower. And that's the inside of that. I dropped my one tray that I had on here right before I came in. Some of the stuff went in the trash. I was digging in the trash for it. So I had pulled out a flower from this pack and a leaf. And that's going to go on the outside here. And then on the inside, what I did was I picked another flower that semi matches that. And we're going to put that on the inside. Okay. And if you don't have a stamp set, all of these are words. And let me open this. I can show you what's in here. So we're going to pick out something from this set. Linda, when's little D's last day of school? Our kids are the 7th. See if I can get this without. Yeah, no. I'm just going to rip it open. I'll put it in a cellophane. Okay. And these are just laser dies. And there are 2 sheets of each one. And then these are laser words that are again 2 sheets. It says wishes, hip hip hooray, good luck. Today, celebrate, congrats, oh hey, birthday. And again, these are good if you don't have a lot of stamps and you know you like to create stuff. Oh, excuse me, that went down the wrong. Get a drink. June 5th. Okay. So there's a lot of sayings on here. And I think I'm going to use, I just seen this. You make life so rosy for this set. For this. Yeah, I think I'll use that. See what that does. Okay. We're going to put that on there. And let's get adhering. So now we are going to adhere this to the inside. That's just going to go on here. This is going to go in the corner. This is going to go on the front. And this is how easy and how fast you can make this card. It is, this pack is just so, it has like all the different colors has wording that can go with it and multiple different words too, not just the same. But like this flower has both those colors in it. So put that on there. That's going to go in there. But first I wanted here this to give me my space and where I'm going to put that. Jean, how's Joe doing? Has he done all his chemo? Forgot to ask you that last week. I know I asked you how he was, but yes, they are in the catalog, Lisa. I'll have to let you know what page. After I finish the card, I'll grab my catalog and I'll find it for you. So we're going to pop the flower up. The kids, I am not in. Oh my God, I think my husband is now mowing. If you hear the lawnmower, I'm sorry. I can't tell if it's him or if it's still my neighbor. But I don't think it's him. I think he mowed already. I don't know. We're going to pull these off. I'm doing this like this, and I normally use my take your pick tool, but today they're coming off pretty easy for me. Okay, so you're going to go about there, but I'm not going to push that all the way down because I want to put these flowers in there like that, but I want them to be black. And of course, I didn't want to adhere that down, and now it just did. Okay, so we're going to put that in there like that. But I am going to put glue on this first. I didn't want to put them down where I could get this really the way I wanted it, but this will work. Just always got to do it the hard way, Shirley. Always got to do it the hard way. There we go. And just arrange them the way you want them. And then I'll push that down like that. And now our thing we can put right on there like that, or we can add this like that. But if we're going to do that, we have to add a little pink on there. That is Calypso Coral with Pretty in Pink. So we are going to add some Pretty in Pink with our blending brush. If I can find my blending brush that I had here. Yeah. This is a little. Okay, let's dab and see what we get. And we're just going to blend around the edges. No, that is my neighbor mowing. So now they're mowing on both sides of me today. And I think my husband mowed before I came home from work because he beat me home. But I'm not sure. So that is going to go on there like that. Do you like that? I actually don't like that. I'm going to flip it over and use the white side because I had the green on it, so it actually turned it a little bit more purpley. Okay, let's do that. This on there. Like that. And we're going to pop you up. Okay. And last but not least, we want to do some bling bling. So where are our we're going to use these again. And we will use our purple or pink ones. Like this. And that is our last card. So everyone, if you would, give me a thumbs up for those die cuts. Let's see what everyone says here, because I wasn't reading as I was doing this today. Put my scissors away so I don't stab myself. Shimmer it. Love that. I like that. Okay, you want me to shimmer this one, Linda? Okay, let me put these away. All right, let me put this up here and then I'm going to show you. Okay, so the cards that we made today, and here's our new catalog. If you haven't received a catalog and you would like one, just shoot me an email at Shirley Natali at Stampin' Up, or I'm sorry, Shirley Natali at yahoo.com. And there, it should be on the, no, this is the one I want. I actually want to copy that. Okay, it's going to be scrolling for now. I'm going to put it in a banner that it stays there. Like I said, I'm still learning this stuff. Once summer hits, I'll have extra time to really learn it. So these are the ones that we made tonight. It's card 1, card 2, card 3. Oops, are you in this? Card 3, card 4. Actually, we made this one, and that's the one I made before. Okay, so there are 4 cards that we made tonight. And next week we will be drawing for the Rest and Relax stamp set. But let me go back to the comment. Okay, I lost the comment. There they are. Okay, so the new catalog is different than our old catalogs. Like next week, I'm looking for the stamp set that we're going to use next week. It's down in the one corner, is the Up and Away bundle, I think, or it's either going to be our class, but the Rest, Relax, and Enjoy is found on 109. Okay, that's the stamp set that we use tonight. And let me see if they have the, my goodness. Paper package. All right, I have to just page through Lisa because I don't know. This catalog is so different than our old catalog. It used to have everything just quick and easy options. Right here they are. Page 19. Page 19, Lisa. And then also, this is like the mix and match. You can get the stamp sets with the envelopes with the card bases, with the coordinating envelope pack, and it also has the Simply Said stamp set, which is something that I do use. We use that in class a lot. So again, they are on page 19, and they are $8 a pack. And there's actually 4 different packs. I did not purchase the label and layers, and I didn't get the something for everything. I purchased the fully flowering and the say something set. And I have the stamp set. So that is what I have. And then here are samples of the cards that you can make with those. Okay. So if you look on page 19 and then page 20 and 21 are sample cards for that. One thing I do like about this catalog is they give you different card layouts. If you look on page 22, I don't know if you can see this or not, but on page 22, it gives you inspirational card layout. So for class, we're going to start doing those. I'm going to use one of their layouts. So, okay, everyone, if anyone else have any questions? Okay, Gene, I'm glad he's all done. I just went back and looking over some of the emails. I'm glad everything's good. And he had 40 treatments. Oh, God bless him. All right, everyone. If you could give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Dawn, I love the flower. And I will see you guys soon. Have a good night.